choosing to continue to rise with Sunrise. And of course, welcome back. Before we jump into the next segment, we have an announcement for our Sunrise Morning Star winner. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Lisa Corvasso.
Lisa!
Yes, she's watching from Kingston, Jamaica. Congratulations to you. Yeah, I love that for our WhatsApp group and our Morning
Lisa
Stars.
is screaming right now. Calm down, Lisa, calm down.
Good for you, Lisa. All right, today we are joined by creator of Cam's Reading Doc, and Kamara Daly. Listen, first of all, she got the most grand entrance coming in here today with Abby, who we love so much. But Kamara, her passion for books is just so infectious. And she's on a mission to share her love for reading with the world. And what began as a personal hobby has blossomed into this vibrant online community, connecting book lovers and celebrating the magic of literature. So we're excited to have Kamara on the show today to talk to us about her journey with Cam's Reading Doc and share her insight on the power of books. Hi, Cam.
Kamara. And she brought two huge books.
Three.
Three?
I literally just said to you a while ago, because I was like, my favorite part of the internet is where the book reviews are. And I love to see, you know, women reading books and saying, you should read this. And then I love to buy them and they just sit on the shelf. And I know I have them, but when I have time to read. So I want to know a little bit about how this all began for you. Who encouraged you to be reading from you were little to I guess, create this love of books now that you have?
So when I come from a family of readers. We all love to read. But when I was younger, my mom, she wanted us to be well-rounded. And so she wanted us to go outside and play or be inside finding something else to do that wasn't behind a device. And so when we couldn't go outside, it was either sleep or read a book. So it started as trying to fill the gaps of boredom, was this reading hobby. And so I didn't like it at first. I thought it was punishment at first. And then I grew to love it. It was so beautiful. Yeah.
But you know, I want to ask, so since the influence came from mom that time, is there a particular book that shaped that influence that you remember? You go back to, like, wow, when I read that book.
Loved, yeah.
When I read that book, I was like, yeah, I'm
love reading.
Yes.
Actually, I don't remember any books like that, but I know specifically for a time in our lives, or big changes happening. And my parents gave me the book, Who Moved My Cheese?
Good book.
Yes, amazing book.
Yeah.
I love it. I go back to it all the time.
So it sounds like you read anything then. Like,
yeah, I read anything.
Because that's a whole, and based on what we have here, and all of your reviews that you do, I imagine it's important for you to cover some diverse authors, maybe, you know, making sure you're covering the fields. With reviews, you can't just read one type of book. How do you make sure you're doing that and you're naturally interested by a lot of different topics, I would imagine. So how do you create that for your audience and make sure you keep things interesting?
Well, I don't have like a set list that I go by. So I'll see books that I like and I'll put it in my to be read. There's a section and there's like over 1 million books in there at this point. But I like looking for Black authors because I feel like they write very powerful stories. So even this book is written by a Black author. And I feel like because they're Black, I can also relate to the stories more. And it really makes me put myself in the position of the character. And so I try to do that as best as possible, but I read anything that comes to me. So even this book by Robert Rourke, I was in a pharmacy shopping for tweezers. And I saw it on the shelf and I was like, that has an amazing cover. And I just got it. I didn't even read the blurb. I just took it up. So, yeah.
That shows a fascinating love for books, just buy it randomly like that.
And a cover is important, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't judge them by the cover. But, you know,
sounds like you do.
A graphic artist they spent time on it. So I look at that and I say, wow, like, is this going to tell me what the book's about?
Have you ever exhausted the desire, the appetite for reading that? All right, what's next? I'm not even in the mood to read anything now. Are you constantly excited by a new book?
So I do get my reading slumps where I won't look at a book for maybe like 2-3 months. And then I come and I read 5 books in one go. So I take breaks all the time because it's really good to take breaks as well.
Yeah, I want to get into it though because you know, like I said, book talk, as they call it, I think. It's filled with, I mean, it almost is overwhelming with what people's reads are. And then you have to find somebody who is kind of in line with what you like, all that good stuff. I want to know what you think we should be reading right now, even if you name 3 books that you think we should be getting on. Is it different for men versus women? And then, of course, for children. I just want some of your recommendations.
Okay, well, definitely. 3 recs that I do have.
3 recs means recommendations, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a rec.
Take time with me.
IT was like, what's a rec? Who's a rec?
I think it's a rec here, you know, like a Scott at a venue.
3 recommendations. Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. It's a memoir, Who Moved My Cheese, as I said. Dr. Spencer.
Can't remember.
I don't want to say the last name wrong, you know?
Yes.
And also Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Those are 3 books that I think would give you a really great feeling, you know. The memoirs, I love memoirs because of reading about stories about impactful people.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, he spoke about his childhood and tough love, his life as an actor, his life as a husband and father. And I loved reading that book. It was hilarious, but it was also really teaching. So Green Lights, he was saying that when things are slow in your life, when you have yellow lights, amber lights, when things completely stop, red lights, it's preparing you for green lights. It's preparing you to move forward in life in a better direction.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what, let me ask, because I see you brought actual physical books here, and I'm told that younger people than I, you know, are interested in.
I am interested in
books.
online.
What's your preference? Are these? Do you prefer to turn the pages, or you want to
or an
read
audiobook?
online or audiobook? Tell us what's your preference?
Honestly, I don't like audiobooks at all. I feel like, well, there are applications where you can change the speed, but I feel like they read a little bit too slow for me. And I'm not an
auditory learner.
No, not at all.
Understood.
I love hard copy books. However, they're not, like I lie down to read and they're just not the best.
There's a thing for that. I can send you a link on Amazon.
Oh, thank you.
But you know what I do want to ask you? I have young children, and I do want to encourage and I want to foster reading in my home. And it's happening with 1, maybe at the moment, maybe 2. I want to know kind of how to gently encourage that and not make it feel like punishment. Any tips? Would you go with what your mom did in your home? Like, do you have any other tips you'd add to that?
I would say do family reading time. I'd say set a designated time and say, hey guys, we're going to read. And you make it fun, you make it exciting. I read books like Magic Tree House. That's like a brand of books. Whoopi Goldberg has some nice ones. Sugar Plum Ballerinas, if I'm not mistaken. Dork Diaries, Nancy Drew, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson. All of those are wonderful books for children, and they're really engaging.
Kamara just broke my life. I don't think she even understands. Like, you just gave me the wildest, best idea ever, because that means I would get a chance to read too. And Wayne would get a chance to read. What does this mean? This is yay? Okay, yeah. Listen, me love that. Family reading time.
I want some advice to Kamara. Kamara.
What? Hold on.
Yes, listen to Kamara. A friend of mine, his birthday is April 12th. He's a colleague of mine. He's a comedian. His name is Christopher Daly. I want to send him a book. Can you recommend a good book that you think he'd be interested in?
He likes memoirs as well, you know. I think that's where I get it from. You know, because I think your friend might be my father.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think so.
The penny's dropping.
He loves a good memoir.
I was about to ask, how do you know he likes memoirs? That's so awesome. I did not put 10 and 10 together. Hilarious. That's awesome.
Memoirs.
Wait, Shelby, I want to ask one last question. Where can we follow you online? I definitely want to join the community where we get to hear your recommendations and see those.
Okay, so my main account is Kamara Daly, my name, and my book page is Cam's Reading Doc on Instagram.
Cam's Reading Doc. And there it is on the screen for everybody to see. I so enjoyed this segment. I can't wait to follow along. And you literally saved my whole family today. I love that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Our guest, Kamara Daly. I did not put it together. Creator of Cam's Reading Doc. Listen, it's time for a short intermission, but while we're on a break, go and follow her account. I'm sure you won't be sorry. All right, more sunrise on the flip side. Is which finger? This one? Okay.